Smart 24, driving business.
Good morning, our viewers. Welcome back to Financial Markets, where we give you all the required information you need to know about financial markets and performances of different currencies, exchange rates, commodities, whatever you make it, anything that is worth your investment as you need to know it. So today in the studio, I have an expert within the world of financial trading, specifically with Forex and cryptocurrencies, as well as blockchains. Frank Kanabe, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for the host. Thank you for hosting me. And I really appreciate the viewers for what we are going to share today. All I can tell them, they have to be just patient and keep their eyes actually strict on us, because whatever we are going to share is going to be a view of an expert. I'm an analyst. I've been doing this for now 6 years. So whatever I do it out of experience and out of knowledge. So whatever I'm going to share here, it's not going to be a financial advice, but for educational purpose and for entertainment purpose. Now, today, what I have for you guys is going to be first S&P 500, or maybe what my modulator will like me to give you is what I give you, because the moment I look at the charts, I just tell you what's going to happen. That's what I do for the living. Exactly.
Thank you, Frank. Starting with the S&P 500, we wanted to first give you a brief introduction for those that do not understand what S&P 500 index means. Standard and Poor 500 index is what S&P stands for, and capitalization weighted stock index, measuring performance of 500 large publicly traded companies in the United States. But this index covers a wide range of industries, including technology, healthcare, energy, and finance. It serves a benchmark for overall health and the US stock market at large, as well as the reflection of the country's economic strength. But mainly today, I would want Frank to give us an insight from S&P 500's performance as is the past hours.
Okay. Within the past few days, S&P 500 has been dropping, but dropping in a manner that we experts do call a correction. A correction is normally a discount. That's what I can tell to those who are laymen in trading. Never receive a correction. The market is giving us a pullback, hence it's called a discount. So whenever the market gives us a discount, it is just giving us an opportunity to buy. So what we are receiving now is a better price for us to buy S&P 500. So right now, when I do look at the charts, I can see that the S&P 500 as of now is currently doing what I do call a flat collection. Actually, this is not a flat collection, but what I do call a zigzag correction, which is simply an A, a B, and a C to the downside. Now, whenever you get such a kind of a correction, you are expecting that the moment the leg C is done, we are expecting a bull move to come. For a bull move, I mean like a trend which increases to the upside, or the buyer's market. So that's a bull move. We are expecting buyer's markets anytime from now on S&P 500. And another thing to confirm this is that S&P 500 is already dealing with the lower bands of our pitchfork. When I do look at the pitchfork, let me get a pointer tool here so that we can all see the lower bands of the pitchfork. So this one is dealing with these lower bands of the pitchfork. That band is actually delivered from a number which is a Fibonacci derivative. That's the 0.16% Fibonacci. The moment normally price sits around this zone, it's likely to react and then continues to the upside. So with S&P 500 right now, I will say that it's a good time to buy.
It is, according to the report that you have given us. I feel like with a bull, it comes a lot more hope for most of the people that are that are paying attention to the performance of the market. But I would like to proceed to gold exactly, because we have seen its behavior within the past hours, and would like you to give us an insight on how gold is behaving.
Okay. So let me switch the charts to gold, and now this is the gold market. If I'm to remember, last time I was here on Smart 24, I told the viewers that gold was exactly going to dump, and it's what is exactly happening right now. Gold is dumping, but we expected. So if you are that person who normally watches Smart 24, and you are that person that follows Metro Plus Labs, that's the company where I come from. Actually, it's a technology company that teaches traders how to trade, teaches software development. We do all that at free of charge. That's Metro Plus Labs. So if you have been following us, you are aware that gold was to dump. But what is happening right now is that gold is about to start another move to the upside according to the charts. Remember, whenever we do have S&P 500 starting to bounce to the upside, we expect the risk as well to bounce to the upside, because most of these markets are positively correlated to the S&P 500. So whatever the S&P 500 does, the rest also do. So now for the gold chart, I'm just expecting a bull move as of now. So I want to use my tool to show you what really has been happening on gold. So last time when I came here, gold was still around this area, right around here, playing within this kind of triangle pattern, and after it broke out, then gold had to give us that dive to the downside, but we expected this. But right now gold is trading within this order block right here. Now whenever price attaches or reaches any order block, we are anticipating a bull move to come from there. So still with gold right now, I won't recommend any trader to be doing anything else. That should be a buy, but with a good risk management.
Well, thank you so much, Frank. Just for highlights, gold prices are actually one of the most followed within the capital markets around the world, and it was the basis of capitalization hundreds of years ago until the repeal of the gold standard. Of course, this led to an expansion within the fiat currency system, in which paper money does not have an implied backing with any physical form. And with the AU as the code of the gold on the periodic table of elements, and the price above is gold quoted in US dollars, which is the common yardstick of measuring the value of gold across the world. But coming from gold, looking at the charts personally, I think its performance, yes, it has dumped as you last spoke of it, but looking at the numbers, I'm seeing appreciations alone, because I'm seeing a 2.01, a 2.1017, it's a steady increase. Then I'm seeing an appreciation of 0.14%, and of which it is still going up. So hopefully within the next few hours we shall have a positive update. But moving on to the oil prices, what do you have to say about what is going on within the oil industry?
The oil industry. So let me first cast the oil charts right now. So let me get the oil charts. So if we do look at oil, by the way, oil has been moving to the upside. Oil has been moving to the upside, so it has been bullish for a while. And remember, this has been a negative correlation in as far as comparison to the DXY is concerned. So we see the DXY moving to the upside, but again, oil is also moving to the upside. What does this mean? Actually, it has not been negative, but a positive. They are like having a correlation right now. But one thing I want to clarify about this oil price is that oil is also doing a correction. Anytime from now, oil might drop. Oil might drop now. Like not in gold, because gold we are anticipating move to the upside, but for oil, anytime from now, we are anticipating for a bearish move. So
I was hoping to ask why you expect it is going to collapse, because recently, actually today morning, we were talking about oil prices, and since we wanted our viewers to highlight the fact that gold is sold using US dollars majorly, and the US dollar was scaring to collapse, but then something happened within their boundaries, meetings, different gatherings, people of different statuses came together and discussed about it and sorted the problem. So as dollar prices come up, what makes you think that prices of oil will indeed collapse?
Now, we traders do have something that we do call charts represent the news that is going to come. Before the news comes in, normally charts have already foretold that the news is going to come. So according to the patterns that are playing out here on these charts, there are patterns that are representing bad news that is going to come. I don't know what this news is going to be, but this is where I want our viewers to understand that trading is not a game of gambling, but it's a game of experts. From the expert view, right now the pattern that is coming on oil, it is preaching or it is prophesying bad news that is coming. Let me explain this using this chart. So when you go back to my charts, I'm expecting oil to slightly push to the upside up to here. I want you to quote me well. This is the price. The price is going to be 91003. 91003. I want you to quote that price. If oil happens to kiss that price, what is going to happen is going to be a move to the downside. This move to the downside will have capacity of bringing us to around 3140 area. Why is it going to be like that? This is what we are looking at. Trading is a game of some kind of physics and some kinds of patterns. What we are developing right now on this chart is what we do call an harmonic pattern, and this kind of pattern we normally do call it a Gatli, and this time round it's a bearish Gatli. So we are likely to receive some kind of a pattern like this. We are hoping for a leg D to come down here on oil, and because of that, we traders, without even standing on news or waiting anything about news, we are anticipating collapse of gold after oil after oil kissing the 90 something price. So that's what I have for oil right now. All I'm anticipating is that a slight push to the upside and then a dump. That's for oil. It's going to happen like magic because we are using charts, and so soon people are going to be watching oil collapsing.
Well, thank you so much, Frank, for the updates on the oil. And as our viewers have noticed, it is indeed quite a surprise that we all expected oil prices to go up. Maybe the few that don't observe charts, but if you did observe your charts, you must have as well also known that oil prices might go otherwise, despite the dollar showing positive remarks. But would want to proceed to the world of digital currencies. And as we noticed, most of our viewers are gaining interest within this world, and it's getting popularity. So I wanted Mr. Frank here to give us more information about digital currencies, how they're behaving, which ones are being profitable at the moment, which ones are not, just a variety of.
Okay, before I go and tackle the digital currencies, that's Bitcoin, that's Ethereum, that's all other cryptocurrencies, I want to first tackle what we do call the DXY.
Please do.
The DXY is the dollar index. It's the measure at which all cryptocurrencies, all assets are measured. May it be S&P 500 is also calculated against the DXY. May it be, what else? May it be Euro USD, may it be gold, may it be oil. It's all against the DXY. So knowing that the direction of the DXY normally gives us an image of where we are anticipating everything to head. So let's go and look at the price chart right here of DXY. So on my charts right now, I have DXY, which is the dollar index. Let me try to zoom in slightly so that we can get the entire image on how DXY is performing. We can all see that the dollar has been moving up by simply looking at this move. So this has been a bullish move. It has been there for months, that DXY has just been moving to the upside, and that's why we have been seeing Euro USD, seeing gold crashing, seeing everything crashing, because the dollar was going up. The higher the dollar, the lower are the assets traded against the dollar. So the DXY almost has a negative correlation compared to cryptocurrencies, commodities, and any other metal.
Well, just for context, what period are we looking at the chart? Like what candles?
This is the daily time frame that we are looking at. So we should have the view at a higher time frame, like a daily, because we are dealing with what we are anticipating for the future. So this is the daily time frame. Now, what I can talk about the DXY is that the DXY is also about to give us a reversal. Why am I anticipating a reversal on a DXY? It's because of the position we are having around here. Let me get a better tool to point this out. We have a position right there. So that's called an order block, and this time round it's a bearish order block. So my anticipation is that the bears, or the guys who are selling the DXY, are likely to watch the DXY tap into that zone. After DXY taps into that zone, what we will be expecting will be a start of a move to the downside, maybe to around this zone. That's when we will get something that we traders call the head and shoulder pattern, like this, and then we get another move to the upside. But now, this crash that we are anticipating right here means a lot. It will mean that the Euro USD, the gold, the cryptocurrencies, all of them will now start a move to the upside, as the DXY will be coming to the downside, because these ones are inversely correlated, or they are negatively correlated. When the DXY is going to the upside, Euro USD, the cryptocurrencies, are likely to be going to the downside. So I want you to note that the moment price of DXY kicks into this selling order block right here, we are likely to see price moving to the downside. It's going to be a super dump to the downside. And whenever we are anticipating this, now actually the analysis I'm giving is analysis of 5 months to come, even a year to come. But I'm giving this today because according to the professionality that I do have, and according to the strategy that I'm using, which is actually Elliott waves, these ones allow you to prophesy the market, to understand where the markets are heading. And this is the same kind of strategy those guys were predicting COVID waves used, to tell us that now we are going to have a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3 of COVID, and a wave 4. And it is the same strategy that we are using right here to confirm that we are going to be having a wave to the downside, a wave to the upside, and this is what I'm talking about. To confirm that we are going to be having a wave to the downside, then this to the upside, and then one to the downside. And after that, that's when we are going to be receiving this one here. So when you see the DXY coming down here, it will mean gold will be going up and the rest of assets. When you see DXY giving us this kind of pump, it means the Euro USD, other commodities, assets are going to be going down. And when it dumps, this will call for another bull move on cryptocurrencies and other assets. That's how it works. But for now, we are anticipating this to be going to play out. But for tomorrow or next week, we are expecting that the DXY is going to go slightly up. So this means that the cryptocurrencies are going to dump short term, and then after they will dump for long term. But for now, we are still anticipating a slight bullishness of dollar, a slight bullishness of some oil, but to a certain point. When we do reach that point, we are likely to see everything now starting to go to the upside. So that's all we are expecting with the DXY. Now let's go and look at the chart of Bitcoin, because remember, before we started to tackle this, we had to first look at the cryptocurrencies. So the one that I want to be looking at is like the index of these cryptocurrencies, and normally the index is Bitcoin. Bitcoin determines where the crypto market is really going to flow. Where the crypto market is going to go is always determined by Bitcoin. What do we have on the Bitcoin chart? Bitcoin right now is in danger, but remember guys, I told you that DXY within a week too, it still has that room to go into the order block. So that room into the order block will call for a move to the downside on Bitcoin. So as the DXY will be going up like this, I'm expecting Bitcoin at least to dump slightly to the downside. And I think the dump is already playing out. So I don't know. Let me repeat this kind of pattern that I've been drawing on the screen so that everyone can see it. Right now, this dump that is coming right here, we are anticipating it on Bitcoin like this, and maybe we start another move to the upside. So what is going to be the call for this dump? It's that small kind of move on DXY. So me, by looking at the charts, I can tell a crypto trader that in a week or few days you're going to see bad news. So this is what we do call prophecy while trading. If you come to a level where you can understand the waves, now you can understand market kinetics, there you can start to prophesy these markets knowing what is going to happen. So however much it's not financial advice, but better to be a professional before you try this at home. So this is what we are having on Bitcoin. Right now I'm regarding this that we are developing right now to simply be what we do call a flat correction. What's a correction? If viewers want to understand this, a correction is that you have a move to the downside, then the sideways kind of move that normally comes into play. This one right here, like this, is always a correction, and after correction we always anticipate a move in the direction of the trend. So that's why I'm telling you that Bitcoin maybe still has a move to the downside. And there is one thing that I still want to talk about cryptocurrencies. That's what we do call the CME charts, which are the features charts, whereby these ones are involved with manipulation, which is involved into the BTC market. Let me see if I can access that chart.
So we'll be right back after this short break.
Smart 24, driving business.